How is it that we're going to stay away and be able to fight successfully against shaitan? One of the keys to that, one of the fundamental keys to that is our gratitude. We have to constantly think of everything Allah has done for us. You know, when someone does a lot of things for you, then you're ashamed to do something against them. When you and I can remember everything that Allah does for us over and over again, remind ourselves, what is it that Allah does for us? What is it that He does for us? Then it'll be easier to obey Him. The opposite is also true, please remember that. Shaitan will always remind you what Allah did not do for you. Please remember this. Shaitan will remind you what Allah did not do for you. Man, you got sick, you haven't been cured. Look at what happened to you, you lost your job. Why did Allah let that happen? Why are these people treating me this way? Why is Allah letting these people treat me this way? Why is Allah doing this? Why is Allah doing that? Why isn't He changing my situation? Why isn't He giving me relief? You're always going to be thinking about what Allah is not doing. And when you think about what Allah is not doing, then Allahu Akbar goes away. Then what you want takes precedence. And so at the end of the ayat of Ramadan, Allah teaches us that if we remain grateful to Allah, not think about the complaints, what Allah hasn't done for us, but rather focus our minds on what He has in fact done for us. وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. If you were to try to count the favor of Allah, you wouldn't be able to encircle it. You wouldn't be able to grasp even one favor of Allah and how much it benefits you. If you can, your mindfulness of Allah's favors can be a constant thing for you, then you will be able to retain the greatness of Allah. But if that gratitude is not there and that's replaced with complaining, then it's actually, your complaining is the sunnah of shaitan. He complained, how come you let this one make? How come you give this one honor? I'm better. I deserve better. And when anybody says, I deserve better from Allah, they're actually following the footsteps of shaitan. When doesn't have to be about sajda of Adam alayhi salam. He'll make you do your own form of rebellion. By dismissing the gratitude you and I are supposed to have to Allah. The believer primarily obeys Allah not because of fear. The believer primarily obeys Allah because of gratitude. That is why the Fatiha, the Quran begins with Alhamdulillah. And after we say Alhamdulillah, we accept Him as Rabb. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. That's why. And so this is the core lesson that we take out of Ramadan. Be mentally prepared. That difficult times are coming. As soon as Eid comes, shaitan will come hard. And some of us, the biggest disobediences we do to Allah is at Eid, which is crazy. You're going to get invited to Eid parties, which you should go and eat. But then when you go there, people are sitting together and backbiting, and people are making fun of how these people are dressed, and look at their kids, they don't even behave properly, and this one and that one, and stories about the community. What are you doing? This is what you're celebrating? You're celebrating the coming together. The Quran brought us together, and now we're celebrating it by ripping each other to shreds? By forgetting about Allah? Man, I haven't watched a movie for like 30 days. What's out on Eid Day? We're planning our disobedience already ahead of time. You know, don't do that to yourself. Don't make Eid a time of celebrating disobedience to Allah again. Make Eid a time to be grateful. Make Eid a time when you buy your children gifts, buy better gifts for your children to give those who don't have. Make them grateful for what they have and make them people of giving. You know, true gratitude is when we become people of sadaqah. So may Allah Azza wa Jal make us people of sadaqah this coming Ramadan. And at the end of this Ramadan, may Allah Azza wa Jal allow us to reap all of the benefits of this Ramadan and grant all of us and our families forgiveness and guidance. And may Allah Azza wa Jal give us the strength and the guidance that we need, that we're supposed to get out of Ramadan to sustain ourselves against the attacks of shaitan for the rest of this.